Hey everyone, we're already halfway through August, which means we are well overdue to look back on how the market performed in July across the Greater Edmonton Area. Whether you're buying, selling, or just keeping tabs, here's your recap. In July, sales softened a bit while listings went up. New listings increased by 4,388 listings in July. That's up 7.8% from June and a robust 20% higher than July of last year. At the same time as listings climbed, sales dipped just slightly with 2,860 units sold, a half a point drop month over month and 2.6% decline year over year. Total inventory got to 7,083 active listings, 4.7% higher than June and a significant 21.8% above July of last year. So what's the takeaway? We're now moving out of seller's market territory and slowly into more of a balanced market. Buyers now have more selection than they've seen in quite some time. And for sellers, on the other hand, the competition is heating up. And from a boots on the ground perspective, there's a general consensus among my fellow agents and new construction reps that I've talked to that there's been an even more marked slowdown in showings since the August long weekend. So it'll be super interesting to review the stats for next month's update. According to the numbers, we're technically still in seller's market territory with 2.5 months of inventory overall. June saw 2.4 months of inventory, so not a big change month over month, but like I said, the conditions are shifting. A balanced market sits between 4 to 6 months, so technically sellers still hold the advantage, yet with inventory building, it feels more balanced than it has in ages. Many buyers now have the breathing room to shop around and compare, which means sellers need to price strategically and make their homes stand out to secure top dollar. Speaking of dollars, when it comes to prices, July was all about stability with a few little bright spots, especially when we're looking at year over year. The average residential price landed at $463,000, only a tiny 0.4% of a dip from June, but still up 5.2% higher than last year. Detached homes climbed to an average of $578,000, which is up 0.7% month over month and nearly 5% higher year over year. Semi-detached homes averaged $431,000, which is down 2.1% month over month, but they're still almost 6% stronger than last July. And when we're looking at row/townhouses, they decreased to 297, which was down 4.1% month over month, but they still remain at 1.6% higher than last year's level. So despite the rise in inventory, right now prices were still holding firm, showing some resilience, especially when we're looking at that year over year pricing. Homes are selling in about 33 days on average now, which is 2 days longer than in June, but still quick compared to historical trends. And at 33 days, still the same as July of last year. With over 7,000 listings available, we're edging closer and closer towards balance. We're not in a buyer's market by any means, but the days of that ultra-tight supply seem to be behind us for the time being. Buyers are shopping around while sellers need to be strong both in pricing and marketing in order to stand out. And I didn't even have to change this slide from last month's slide because the exact same advice rings true. So sellers, you've got way more competition now with that 22% increase in overall inventory year over year. So pricing it right from day one and showcasing your home with killer visuals and fantastic marketing is essential now more than ever. Buyers, with more inventory, you have a bit more room to breathe. Bidding wars are cooling off, but the best homes still do move quite quickly. So of course, always be prepared and secure both a great agent and a pre-approval. As we move through August into the fall, expect things to keep balancing out. Prices should hold fairly steady, but motivated sellers may be more open to negotiation. Each neighborhood is also definitely behaving a little differently right now, which makes having the right local strategy more important than ever. To sum it all up, July gave us more listings, slightly fewer sales, and stable prices. The Greater Edmonton Area market is shifting gears, not cold, not hot, but somewhere in between. And in a market like this, strategy is what always is going to make the difference. So if you're curious about what this means for you and for your home and for your buying plans, I would love to chat. Let's connect and make a plan that works for you. Thanks, and I'll see you again next time.